Ahmed.
So let's start the LRDI section. So I'll just quickly look through the sets and see what is in store for us. This goes United Nations Sustainable Development Program. Ask them to track record. Okay, so vehicle type given below the growth in vehicle type. Okay, so data interpretation kind of thing, or I would say data table is here. Maximum possible, minimum possible. Probably I'll come back to this later, not my kind of sum for now. Rahul dug an equally spaced holes in the ground, comes and plants trees in these holes. Plants the second tree is planted in such a way that the disseminating trees maximum. The disseminating two trees, when the third tree is planted in such a way that okay, same process continues for the trees that are planted after. Assume that distance in the consecutive holes is 1 unit. Okay, so okay, so arrangement kind of a thing that I have to do. I have to calculate this. Probably yes, I can. I will attempt this kind of set. So I'll just quickly see through and come to this later. In the Kaun Banega Crorepati Arabpati. In the corner 6 PQRST, 4 questions asked. If direct question is correctly, it fetches 6 points. Question answered this. Direct questions 4 is this. Number of questions answered by. Okay, so if you ask question for P, then the number of question answered is 2. Okay, missing values. Missing values and table. Very, very difficult. So definitely not my kind of thing. Probably the last set that I'll attempt. So the priority order will be for now is 2, 1, and then the third set. Moving ahead, moving ahead, moving ahead. So I have this recently concluded World Cup. 7 batsmen, not necessarily 7 groups are formed, were created. Each had 6 of these batsmen. Given below is the total number. Okay, so this is what I had. Uh, Data derived as total runs scored by Williamson. Okay, so group of 6 each, and I have the totals here. So definitely adding up, dividing it, I'll get individual players and that kind of a data table. And that kind of a sum this is. Okay, so I'll put this somewhere around 2 and 1 in priority. Probably this fourth set comes here. Aliens from this, they had to fight fierce battle. After winning the battle, they decided to operate humankind, but being an intellectual, they had 6 hats, 3 orange hats, 2 aqua colored, 1 pink. Can see the hat kept on the heads of this. Okay, so kind of a logical sum. Okay, so logical sum. Definitely, if I can crack this, I can crack this really quick. So fifth. I'll start with the fifth sum probably. I'll try with fifth sum. This is game of cards is being played. I have 22, 23. Okay, okay, so 23 is okay. I just have 2 questions in this set. Okay, so 23 is data sufficiency question. Yes, again data sufficiency, and this is different. The famous Kushal Bakery gives muffins in the packets of 5 and 8. What is the biggest order that they can fulfill using these 2 packets only? Okay, so this I know. This is like just one question. So I'll just do this. So I'll just give the formula for this, and if I have time, I'll come back to this later to explain. So the formula for this, the highest value that can be paid is take LCM of these two numbers minus the numbers. That is LCM of 5 and 8, LCM of 5 and 8 minus 5 minus 8. Okay, so this is the answer. So my 40 minus 5 minus 8 will be the answer. So answer would be for 35, 35, 27. 27 is the answer. So this was pretty easy. So I solved this LCM of 5 and 8 minus 5 and 8. So this is what I've done. I'll come to the fifth set. That is that alien set. Okay, so I'll just quickly solve this. Aliens are there. There's 3 hats are given. That is 3 orange, 2 aqua colored, and 1 pink colored hat. Okay, so this is the hat that was these are given. So they are lined up. So first I have Gohan can see the hand on Vegeta's and Tongue's head. Okay, so they are lined up like this. Initially, you have Trunk, then you have V, then you have Gohan, you have Goku. Okay. Yes, so Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, this. Okay. So I have these four people, and that is how they are lined up. Goku can see all three. G can see this only V and T. V can see only T, and T cannot see anyone. And G can see Goku can see all of them. Okay, so the question is now ask the fighters to tell the name of the hat kept on the head. Neither of them could reply except Trunks. Except Trunks. Okay, only this person could reply. Okay, so Goku does not know which hat is there. What is the hat on Trunks' head? Okay, so Goku does not know which hat he has. Okay, so it is possible. Why will Goku not be able to tell which hat he has? If suppose these three people had two aqua and one pink hand was distributed among these people. Okay, so you utilize all these three hats in these three people. So the only hat that Goku would have had was orange. Okay, but you know that this is not the case because Goku does not know which hat he has. So I cannot distribute all the aqua hats and one P hat among these three. Okay, so these three people, I'll just quickly clear this to have a clear understanding. If this is T, this is V, this is Gohan, and this is Goku. So I know that within these three, there is at least one orange hat. I know this. Okay, so Goku can not answer could not answer this, and Gohan also could not answer. Okay, Gohan could not answer. So why would Gohan not answer? If suppose any of these people, if these people had only aqua hat and the pink hat, okay, then Gohan would have answered because he knew that Goku has not answered because he has seen at least one orange hat. He has seen at least one orange hat in front of him. And if Gohan is not able to see any orange hat in front of him, he would know that Goku did not answer because this person has orange hat. But Gohan was not able to answer, so I know that at least one among T and V wears orange hat. Okay, so at least one among T and V is wearing orange hat. Okay, however, next the same logic applies that V is also not able to answer it because he knows that Gohan did not answer because he has seen one at least one orange hat, and V is not able to answer because he sees that he has at least one orange hat in front of him, which means T is wearing an orange hat. That is for sure that T is wearing an orange hat and not an aqua and pink hat, and that is why none of them were able to answer. So this is very simple. What was the hat on Trunks set? Orange. Which of the following is definitely false? Goku did not see two aqua hats and one pink hat. Goku did not see two aqua and one pink. Definitely did not see. He saw he saw at least one orange hat. Did not see two aqua hats or one pink hat and one aqua hat. He did not see two aqua hats or one. Yes, definitely. Gohan also did not see two aqua hats or one pink and one aqua hat because he also saw at least one orange hat. We did not see pink hat or aqua hat on Trunks' head. Definitely did not see. He saw orange hat on his head. Gohan saw one pink hat and one aqua hat. Gohan saw one pink and one aqua hat. No, he cannot see one pink and one aqua hat. He has to see at least one orange hat. Okay, so what are the total number of arrangements possible for the hats on Gohan and this? What are the total number of arrangements possible for the hats on heads of this and this? Ignore the fact that only Trunks was able to reply. Okay, so now I have to ignore these facts that only one was able to reply and find the total combination of hats possible on the heads of the first three people. Okay, so I'll come back to this. Some calculation involved. If Goku fails to answer but Gohan answers, the hat placed on his head. What is the color on Gohan's hat? Okay, if Goku has not answered, but Gohan has answered. Okay, so in this case, the situation changes that Goku is unable to answer because he sees at least one orange hat, but Gohan does not see any orange hat, and that is why he's able to answer the question. And because of this, I know that Goku had seen at least one orange head, and that orange hat was with Gohan. because the people in front of him do not have an orange hat, and that is why he is able to answer it. Okay, so what is the color of Goran's hat? It is orange. Okay, so I'll come to this question, calculation based. What is the total number of arrangement possible for the heads? Okay, so let's take this. Suppose all different. Suppose all are different hats. How many combination can they form? That is 3 factorial, right? 3 factorial ways, all different hats, all of different color. I can arrange among these 3 people. Suppose I have 3 orange hats. How many ways? Just one way. Just one way in which I can distribute it among these 3 people. Suppose I have 2 orange and 1 aqua. Okay, two orange and one aqua. In how many ways? Or one aqua or one pink. Okay, one aqua or one pink. How in how many ways? This I can distribute among in 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways, and I will multiply this by 2 because 3 factorial by 2 factorial is for 2 orange plus 1 aqua, but I know the same combination is for pink as well, so I'll multiply this by 2. This gives me again 6 ways. Again 6 ways. So I have this, I've done 3 orange, 2 orange, and now let's go for 1 orange plus 1 orange plus 2 aqua. 1 orange plus 2 aqua. How many ways? It is 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways. That is 3 ways. That is 3 ways. Okay. So now I have this is 6 ways, 6 ways. I have another 3 ways for this. Okay, so I have considered all different. I have considered 3 orange. I have considered 2 orange plus 1 aqua. Okay, so one thing is left is no orange. If I have no orange hats, then I have 2 aqua plus 1 pink hat, which is equal to, it can be distributed among these 3 people in 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial ways. That is again 3 ways. Okay, so I think I've covered all the cases, all 3 orange, 2 orange with 1 aqua, 1 pink, 1 orange, no orange. Yes, so I've covered everything. So 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3. So I have 6 plus 12, 12 plus 15, 15, 18, 19, 119, 19 ways I have. Okay, so this will be 19. Let's go for some other sum now. Other set. Uh, let's see. So second set I think was my priority. I'll come to this second set. Let's go with this is the first. This is the second set. Let's go with this one. I quickly have to do this. N equally spaced. The second tree is planted. Can plant first tree. Second tree is planted. The disseminated tree is maximum. That is sum of third tree and first tree is maximum. Okay, so I have from first and second. Okay, so I have to keep maximizing the distances. Okay, if n is equal to 19, what can be the maximum possible sum of the distances of 9 tree from first to 8th tree? Okay, so let's start how to. Okay, no, I know how to arrange this, right? If I have to see the maximum distance, then let's start with one at the first position itself. Okay, let's start with one, that is tree one, at the first position itself. If I know that if it is at the first position, then I can plant the second tree at the 19th position, at the 19th position itself. Okay, this is the first, this is the 19th position. And now how will I plant the third tree so that it is maximum, the distance is maximum? I either have to plant it here or I have to plant it here. Okay, that I would be indifferent between these two options because the sum of distance with 1 and 2 would be the same. Okay, so just I assume I plant it here. I can just plant it anywhere, right? But I know for the fourth one, for the for the fourth tree, I definitely have to plant it here. Now, if I've planted third in the second position, okay, so in this way, I can continue planting trees. T5 will come here, T6 will come here. So that is how alternatively I have to plant to max to keep the this thing constant, that the sum of distance is always maximum for every tree. So let's see what is this nine tree. Where would ninth tree come? Six is here, seven would be here, eight would be here, nine would be here. Okay, nine would be here. So let's see. Nine could be here. what is the distance now that ninth has? Ninth has from, say, let's clear this and draw this properly. So I'll just number this. One was here, two was here, three was here, four was here, five was here, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, let's count the distance of nine from these things. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3 distance. So the total distance on this side becomes 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Okay, and on this side, how many trees, how many places do I have? Let's see, I've taken 5 here, I've taken 4 here, 9 out of 19. So I have uh, 10 spaces here. Okay, 10 spaces here. So let's calculate this. 10, 10 for this, plus 11 for this, plus 12 for this, and plus 13 for this. So what I have finally is 10 plus 11 plus 12, 21, 21, 33, 33, 46, 46 on this side, plus 6, that is 52. 52 is the maximum distance that I'll have, right? So this is done. If the maximum possible sum of distance of 7 tree from the first tree to this is 36, what is the value of n? Maximum possible for 7th tree. Okay, so I know how to plant the trees. I know how to plant the trees. I'll quickly do this. 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 is here, 6 and 7 is here. So if the maximum possible sum what is the value of n? So I have to find the maximum value of n. On this side, what I have is 0, 1, 2. So only distance of 3. On this side, I have to calculate. Now, I have to calculate the distance on this side. Suppose the number of trees are n. If number of holes are n, then on this side I have 4. So n minus 4. And this is 1, 2, 3. N minus 7. Okay, this is n minus 7, right? Should I keep this as n minus 7? Or I would say I have planted n minus. Okay, so there are 4 trees here. There are 3 trees here. In between, I will have how many spaces? N minus 7 spaces. So let's do n minus 7. For this, it is n minus 7. Okay, plus for this, how many spaces are there? It would be n minus 6, right? N minus 6, n minus 7 plus 1. So n plus n minus 6 plus n minus 5 for this thing, and plus the distance on this end, that is 3, should be equal to 36. So how much it is? If it is 33, 5, 7, 6, 5, which is again like 13, 13, 18, 18, 15. So 3n minus 15 minus, sorry, minus 15, right? 7, 6, 11, so 13, 18, 18, yes, minus 15 is equal to 36. So if I do this, I will have something like 51. 3n is equal to 51, and n is equal to 17. N equal to 17. So I have this 17 here. Let's go with the next. If n is equal to 9, which of the following can't be true? D denotes a tree and denotes an empty end. Okay, so what I have is something like this. Okay, which of the following cannot be true? Okay, so this pattern I have seen, this pattern we have seen, this is definitely true. For this pattern, what I have to see is, suppose n is equal to 9. This pattern and this pattern can only happen if the first tree is not planted in one of the extremes, right? If the first tree is not planted in any of the extremes, then only this pattern can happen. So this has to be tree 1, this has to be tree 1, because I have seen if I plant t1 at one of the extremes, then this is the pattern that is followed. Okay, so let's try this. T1, in this, if I consider this as T1, then I have 1 2 3 4 5. In the fifth position I have T1. Where do I plant the T2? I'll plant T2 over 1 2 this is 1 2 3 1 2 3. I am indifferent. I can plant T2 here or there. So I plant, suppose, T2 over here. Then I will plant T3 over here. Now the pattern continues. Now the pattern will continue that I have discussed. Okay, so T3 over here, then I'll plant T4 over here. Okay, so this is the pattern. This is again true. And suppose I had planted T2 over here. I had planted T2 over here. Okay, or yes, even T2 over here and T3 over here. I could have planted T4 over here as well. So this pattern is also correct. This pattern is also correct. So all of them are correct. So you understand, right? Because the reason that these patterns can take place is when I have not put T1 at one of the extremes. If any which of the following can never be the sum of the distances of this. If n equals to 13, then which of the following can never be the sum of the distances? Okay. So let's see. I just calculated the maximum distance for n equals to 13. N equals to 13. Did I just calculate? I if it was 36. Okay, it was 17. Sorry. So I'll just quickly do this. N equals to 13. What's the distance of the maximum? What's the maximum distance? I have to find the maximum and the minimum distance basically, right? So one, let's start with this. So one, two, I know how to make this, right? The maximum distance I know how to make. 6, 7, 8. So 8 3 from the first to the seventh tree. Okay, so this is how I have planted the trees, and I have 13 trees in between. So how many? 8, 8 gone. So 5 in between I will have, and the distance of 8 would be something like this: 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8, which is supposed to be 5, 6, 11, 11, 11, 18, 26 over this side, 0, 1, 2 this side, so 3 over this side. So 29 is the maximum distance that I can have. So all values are less than 29. So definitely I do not have a problem on the maximum end. Okay. So now I have to go for the minimum value. In the previous time, I saw how to find the minimum value as well, actually. So if I place the T1 in the center, then I will have the minimum value. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, say 13 over here. So if I plant this at the center, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 on this side, 6 on this side, so T1 over here. If I have T1 over here, then I'll have the smallest distances for all. Okay, so this is suppose T1, this is T3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. This would be 8. Okay, so now I have this kind of a pattern which says that how to plan this. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2 on this side, and for this I have 3, for this I have 3. And how many trees on this side do I have? So I have 3 trees over here, 3 trees over here. So this distance is 2, so this distance is 2, and after this is 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 6 and sorry, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 for this, 7 for this, and 8 for this, right? So the total distance becomes this 3 plus 2, 5, 11 plus 7, 18 plus 8, 26. 26 becomes the minimum distance. So the minimum distance possible is 26. So I cannot have a value of 25, right? The minimum distance possible is 25. That's the best case scenario is 26 I can have. So 28, 27, both are, it will be 25. Okay, so I think this was done. This I am not, this I will attempt last if I get time. Probably I can go for this or the first set, right? Or I can try this sum. I'll try first, probably this card game. A game of cards in place that ace equals to 1, jack equals to 11, queen, king. Rest of the cards are assigned to points placed on them. A suit is dealt such that it is this. Okay, so if I get 7, then I have the higher cards. Having finished, if some cards are left over, they are kept aside. Okay. Okay, so if I get 7, I'll get these cards. What is the minimum number of players that could participate in the game such that no card is left over after dealing all the cards? Minimum number of players that could participate. Minimum number of players that could participate. I have 20. Okay, so this is 20. Okay, 21 and 22. So I'll let a maximum number of players that can participate in the game. This is maximum number of players. Okay, maximum number of players I can have when all the people have the least cards possible. And when they will have the least cards possible, when I have to distribute the least cards possible to them. That is, the all the people who get the cards in the very beginning start getting the highest numbered cards. That is, suppose I the first 4 people get K, this king. So they do not have to get any other card, right? Because they have got the 13th card already. Okay, so they do not get only cards, so only four cards for these players, and they have got everything. Next is QQQ, that is Queen, that is the 12th card. But for these people, I have to provide 12 and 13, 12, 13. Okay, so I have to provide them with one more card. I have to provide them with one more card of each. So I have eight cards. I've provided them with eight cards. So these four players have eight cards. And next, I have to provide with these kind of people which will have three cards. Okay, so these people will have three cards. So 12 cards for this. Similarly, for 10, I will have I have to provide each of the players with four cards, and that is 11, 12, 13 card, and that is 4 into 4, that is again 16 cards. So let's keep adding this 4, 12, 12, 24, 24. This is 40. Okay, so next set of people who have nine cards, that is here I have another four players. So till now I have covered 16 players. Till now I've covered 16 players. Okay, so 16. Okay, I've already covered 16 players. So maximum will be definitely 18. Like uh, it it will be more than 16. So I'll just quickly confirm this as well. It is definitely 18, I know, since all the options are less than 16. For 9, suppose for 9, now for the next set of players I have to give them 5 cards. Okay, so plus 5 to another player, plus 5 to another player. I had 16 players here, so one player here, one player here, 18. Okay, so, what is the minimum number of players that could participate in the game, and says that all the cards are distributed? Exactly the opposite. Let's start with giving ace to people, that is 1 to people. So, this player will have 1 to 13, that is 13 cards. The next player, all the players will have 13 cards. So, that is how this entire set will be done. So, the minimum number of players would be 4, such that all cards are dealt to them. So this is data sufficiency calendar. Probably I'll come back to this. This I will attempt calendar. I'm not sure. Uh, yeah. So these are top three rankers. The sum of total marks is 358. Did Willie get the highest marks? 175. This is 175 that I have. 175. Okay, let's subtract 175 from this. I have something like uh okay, so this is what I have, 3. This is 2, 183, 183, 183 marks. So the other person can have more than 175, can have less than 175. I'm not sure by this statement. Let's see, 119. What is the difference? This is supposed to be how much? It is 9. It is 3. It is like 139. Okay, so 130. Okay, I think I made a mistake or something. 119, 358. Okay, wait, 358 and 119. Where I did a mistake in, like, I think subtraction. So I have 239 over here. Okay, 239 over here. So 239 over here. So 239 is, if I have, suppose if Billy is the highest mark, I have 119 in both the players. So into 2, this gives me 238. Okay, so this is done. So 119 into 2, which means that I can, if both have 119 itself, the maximum that I can reach is 238. But the difference left is 239. So at least one of them need to have at least 120. Okay, at least 120. So Billy is not the highest. So I can answer that Billy is not the highest from the second statement. So A, I think it can be answered from one but cannot be answered from the other. Okay, so I have completed this. I'll come back to the other one. This I'm not attempting. Probably I'll. Let's come to this set. Okay, let's come to this set. I know what I have to do here. Let's quickly use a calculator for this. 4604. Add up everything. Add up everything. 4422 plus 4510 plus 4470 plus 4550 plus 4406 plus 4658. So I have 31620. Okay, 31620 I have. This is 31620. The sum. Okay, now I have to keep subtracting this from each. from each player. Suppose what I have is six players. Okay, so suppose I have how many? Suppose I have P1 to P6 over here. I'll just quickly erase the drawings and okay, so I have P1 to P6 over here. This is only for this. So suppose P1 to P6 and P7 is not present over here. Next I have P1. Next I have suppose P1 to P6. Suppose I just allocate people, right? I do not give them names. I just allocate people, that is something like this, and keep subtracting each from each of them. Let's see. Okay, so because I do not know which player will be which, I only know that in any other group, one player would be missing. Let's see how to do this. So let's calculate this. 31620 minus 4604 minus 4604 is uh okay, so 316. Okay, sorry, I did a mistake, I think. Yeah. Quickly, I have to wrap this up. So I have 31620 was sum of six times of these players. Okay, so each player was counted six times. So I have to divide this by six. I have to divide this by six. So now this will become easier. So this by 6 would give me 5270. 5270 is the sum of all the players. 5270 is the sum of all the players. So quickly get to this portion 5270. Now how to solve this? 5270, right? So 5270 and quickly 5270 minus 4604 minus 4604. Won't that take a lot of time? So yes, probably a lot of time, but I'll do this. So it is 600 and how much? Probably. Okay, no, sorry. What am I doing here? Yes, 5270 5270 minus 4604, which is 666. Okay, so 666 I have over here. So 666 I have from this portion. I have 4422, 5270 minus 4422. Quickly, I'll trust my this, otherwise, I do not have time to use the calculator. 4422. So I'll have 8, 860, 8, 840, 848, 848. So quickly keep writing this 666, 848. Next is 4510. So I have something like 700, 700, 760, 760 for this. And next I have 8 a completely 4470, which is 800, 800 for this. Next is 451. Next is this 4550. I have 720 for this. Next, sorry, 760 for this, 720 for this, right? 720 for this. And next up I have 4, so this is 646. And how much would be this? So 460, 800, 864 for this. Next I have 2 2 2. This is 10 2 and 600, 612, 612 for this, right? So I have these are the various sums of these players. Okay, so I have this kind of a thing. So I'll just use eraser and erase this. Okay, 5270, and this I have the sum. Now let's quickly try to solve it. If Finch was the lowest scorer among the seven, how many runs did Williamson score? Is the 15th. Okay. So where does this start? 13 sum. Okay, 13 sum this starts. Let's try to do this. Total runs scored by Williamson is the average run scored by Rohit and Finch. Okay. So Rohit and Finch, what they score, Williamson scores average of this. And Warner total runs, Warner's average of scored by Rohit and Besto is for Warner. Okay, so Rohit, Besto, Warner, and this. Okay, so I know that Williamson and Warner would be average. No, scores scored by Rohit. Okay, so I know that Rohit is common in both, and Williamson and Warner scored average runs. Okay, so average runs. So I try to find out those which will have average values, which will have average values from this. So let's quickly try to find out which will have average values. This is 760, 720. This is one average value I can see. This is 720, 760, and 800 can form one average. This is definitely there. And I know if I have to find another average, one of them has to be common. If I can find the runs for Rohit, one of these have to be common. And that common answer will be my runs scored by Rohit. So which one can be common? 760, 848, 800, 848 with, can it work? 848 with 864, 666 with 612, 666 with 612, and does it work? 612 plus 7, 612 plus 720, 2 3, this is 13, this is, if you do this, 666, yes, I have this. So this I have 612, 666, and 720. Okay, so this is scored by Warner and Williamson, and this 720 is scored by Rohit. So I know this run scored by Rohit, that is 720. If the difference in the number of runs scored by Shakib and Root was a perfect square, also Shakib scored more runs than Root, then the number of runs scored by Shakib was perfect square. Perfect square would be, I have to find a perfect square here. So 666 minus this, where would this be? 68, 864. 864 gives me 64. Okay, this gives me 64. So 64 is the perfect square. So 808, 64. So this is the run scored by Shakib and Rohit. This can be number of runs scored by Shakib was Shakib. Who scores more? Shakib scores more. So 864 Shakib will score. Okay, so this is with Shakib. If Finch was the lowest scorer among the seven, so I know, I think I was among the seven. How many runs did Williamson score? Finch was the lowest scorer. Okay, so Finch was the lowest scorer. Okay, Finch was the lowest scorer. Matlab Finch had 612, which means Finch had 612. So this belongs to Finch, and Williamson would have been the average. Would have been the average. So this average would belong to whom? This average would belong to Rohit. Finch was the average of Warner. So this would belong to Warner. What? Where is this? Where is this? Where is this here? If Finch was the, how many runs did Williamson score? How many runs did Williamson score? So this is. I'll just quickly come back to this question. Finch, Warner is the average of Rohit and Besto, and Williamson is the average of Rohit and Finch. Okay, so this 666 will be scored by Warner, right? Because this is what it belongs. It is 66. Group A did not include which of the following batsmen? Group A did not include. Group A, which means is 46041. This 4604 had a value of 666. So 666 is Williamson. I just calculated from the previous question. Okay, so see Williamson. So that is about it. I have just 1 minute left. I have just 1 minute left. Probably I could have attempted this set. Probably as a bit slow. Let's try this. Or can I? Can I? The maximum possible percentage increase of vehicles in this is maximum possible. Okay, I know. I think I can. I can do this. I can do this. But I still do not have time. Just the logic. I know the logic that maximum possible percentage increase in vehicle in China. So I have to take a weighted average for China. If it is, I know for China how much it is, 10.8, and this the maximum percent. Okay, so 1/6. So I had to put. I know the logic. I'll just tell you the logic. I'm not do not have the time for this. So just put 1/6 in the highest category portion, and just you have to like distribute this 1/6 among the various parameters. So the maximum possible percentage increase in total vehicles would be when you finally allocate 1/6 to your to the other portions, and this you allocate this 14.5% increase trucks and buses have the highest share in China, then only you will be able to get this, right? So the logic basically was the highest share, that is 14.5%, would be allocated the highest share of vehicles, and to the rest you can allocate the least that was given, that is 1/6. So that is how you would have done that sum, and probably I could have timed it better, or maybe that was appeared 40 minutes was a bit low on this. Probably yes, it I would say uh, attempting probably one more set could have been feasible if I had timed it better. So I'll go to the quant section after this. So let's end this here.